Bernadoodle's barnyard. Homesteader's right arm, bringing back tradition, living in God's nation. Bernadoodle barnyard.
Hello and welcome to Bernadoodle's Barnyard. So as a review to my breeding plans for the 2025 season, I put in all of the does except for the 3 that are too young with the bucks, expecting late February, early March babies. Blue and Nymphadora are the buck pony's mother and sister, so they are in with the other buck Rubble. And the other 4 does that are in the mature doe herd are in with Pony. That's Rue, Ginny, Lavender, and Bellatrix. So it's Saturday the 27th of September. If you can see in the back of her tail, those hairs look dirty and wet. So that's called muck butt, and that's a very good indication that Nymphadora here has been bred by Rubble. So I'm going to mark my calendar for that. What I'm also going to do is keep an eye out for her getting mounted today and tomorrow. Might have already happened, I might not see it, but that would be a better indication that it's definite. And then 3 weeks from now, when I can assume she's going to have another heat, I'm going to watch for that again. And if she doesn't cycle in 3 weeks, that means that she was impregnated probably last night, and that'll be on our calendar. So I'll mark it for 5 months from now, where she'll probably have her babies. Standing and wagging means she's definitely in heat. Okay. Let's make this a definite on the calendar, sir. Never seen that one before. That's weird. I'm gonna have to wash her udder when I milk her. Be all stinky. He just mounted her. Ugh, he just peed all over her. That was gross. I'm sniffing her urine. That's how they figure out if the doe is in heat. See the little lip curl? He's smelling her urine. Obviously she is in heat. I'd like to see her get mounted one more time before I go inside, but at the same point with her muck butt, she's probably been having fun all night with him, so I'm assuming she's pregnant, which is cool. This also means that I can put her back in with the main herd and let her go eat grass with everybody else, as long as I'm pretty sure she's pregnant, because I don't want her son to get her pregnant. I'm going to put her in with Pony once I know she's already impregnated. I believe Bella might be in heat now, so that's excellent. That's pretty dirty back in there. I'll monitor her behavior today, and hopefully she and Pony will have some beautiful babies. I just fed and milked Nymphadora. She's definitely done with her heat, so I released her back with the main girl herd. And Blue here is the other one that's in with Rebel. Her back end looks all swollen, her vulva, and I see some goo back there, so I believe she's in heat now. She's going to go back in with him. I'm assuming she'll be back in with the main goat herd sometime late tomorrow, if not the next day. So Bella is definitely in heat, and she has the attention of 2 boys. It's the first time I get to see Pony in action. I'm sure he's a very happy boy. There he goes. That was funny. I missed it. Bella just mounted Pony. I've decided to put Nymphadora back in with Rubble for another day just to make sure her heat's over because she's letting Marvin mount her, the weather. I don't want her getting mounted by her son. Let me go put her back with Rubble. Yeah. I just put Nymphadora and Blue back in with Rubble, and he's too preoccupied with Bella right now because she's being a brat. Come on, Pony. If I had to guess, I'd say Blue is coming into heat. Not quite in heat because she's not letting Rubble mount her. Nymphadora is coming out of her heat because she's headbutting him for coming near her, even though she let the weather mount her. And I'd say Bella has the strongest heat right now. Also, Lavender mounted Bella, so 2 females. I'm not sure if that means if Lavender's also coming into heat or just because Bella is. Unfortunately, Bellatrix, who's in heat, is headbutting Pony, probably because she wants the other buck. And I want her bred to Pony, so hopefully they figure it out. Marvin! Marvin and the other weather are causing me problems. They're making it so that Pony couldn't get to the girls. And I put him in here and now they're beating up Rubble. So with Pony being the least dominant goat, even the females were beating him up. I just put her backed up against this little platform where he could stand up a little higher than her. And he just fell to the ground because he just figured out how to be a big boy. He's a happy one. So, Bella was definitely bred at least this once. I'm going to try for a couple more. So I think Blue started her heat yesterday, but it wasn't very strong. This morning she is definitely in heat. I brought her in here to get her milked and she is stopping for everyone to sniff and she's just interested. So I believe she may have been bred last night, but at the same point, the wethers, now that I don't have a big dominant buck, are being jerks. Marvin's over there smashing Rubble in the head. He actually has a little blood because they're fighting all night apparently. I'm going to take Marvin back out, chuck him in here with Pony to try to give Rubble a chance to get with Blue where he's not getting beat up by the weather. I never thought that would be an issue, but apparently Marvin's the dominant one since he's the oldest, biggest boy in the pen. Ginny has a little bit of muck butt. Whether that means the buck was able to get to her or not, I don't know, but I'm going to hold her still for him and see if he's interested. Maybe we'll get her pregnant today too. So that was a lot of work. I just assisted Ginny in getting bred by Pony. He's pretty small, so I think he's having a little trouble with height. I put him up on the hay feeder with her beneath him, and he got 2 definites on breeding her, which is great. So that just leaves me with, in theory, Lavender and Rue that need to get bred. This is a really frustrating year because the Weathers and the other girls are working against me. I was trying to breed Ginny and Blue's hitting Pony. So for some reason, they don't like the young bucks trying to breed them. They still need to do their job, so I'm helping a bit. But it's really frustrating when even the girls are actively stopping the breedings. So with Blue and Nymphadora being bred by Rebel, in theory, they shouldn't be able to get bred by Pony. So I put them back in here so they're easier to milk. So hopefully they don't go into another heat cycle in 3 weeks. If they do, I'll try to catch them. But it's not going to be the end of the world if for some reason they do go into heat and Pony catches them. The babies will be fine. I was just trying really hard to have them be Rebel babies. But hello, Boo. I'm done milking Lavender and she's really not eating her food. So I think she's probably coming into heat. I'm going to have to keep an eye on her. I don't see anything going on her back end. But I will watch for Pony's reaction to her and see if she comes into heat sometime tonight or tomorrow. So I think with dairy goats, you're spending at least a half hour twice a day with them. I think it's a lot easier than other animals to tell when they're going into heat because you can notice the changes. You're handling them twice a day. So it's a lot different than like say meat goats or sheep where you're just not handling them much and you're just hoping the ram, recognizes their heat and gets them pregnant, but you might not see it happen. With the goats, I can kind of pinpoint their due date because I notice the changes of when they're in heat and I notice when they're getting bred because when I notice the differences in them, I start paying attention to the buck's behavior and hopefully I get to see them get mounted. If not, I do see other things like the muck butt, and I've been fairly accurate on my due dates for almost every goat. Like I said yesterday, I think a Lavender is going into heat. She's over here hollering and she was standing at the fence with all the boys. Also, Ginny's still over here, so I'm assuming she's still in heat. Even Marvin's interested. Yeah, she wants Rebel. I locked them in here. Pony's smelling her pee. I'm going to assist if I can, making sure that Pony gets these 2 because I'd like him to be the one to breed them. Although, I believe Ginny is already bred. I had him on her twice yesterday, and she looks like she's been doing things since then, so. So, by me backing them up to this little ledge here, I think it's helping him because he's short. I'm really not sure if he's getting the height. He's really trying, though. No. He's trying. Come on. Come on, Pony. I'm giving you the height. There we go. Good boy. Smelling her pee. Rue, that's unhelpful. They're being such pains, I had to lock out all the other females that aren't in heat so that I can let this happen because they're not being cooperative. And they're headbutting these two as they're trying to do their thing. Moving way too much. Unfortunately, I messed up on Blue here. I thought she was in heat earlier. I thought she got bred earlier, but actually pretty sure she's in heat right now, and she's been in here with Pony, so there's a good chance that he already got her, but I will chuck her over with Rebel for the rest of the day. So, muck butt. I'm not really going to be able to tell who bred her because she's a buckskin, Rebel's a buckskin. If her kids come out buckskin, it's just not going to be conclusive. If they have brown eyes, then there's a good chance they're Rebel babies, or if they come out polled, they're Rebel babies. But if they come out like blue-eyed and horned, could be either way. So as much as I was trying to avoid it, they're only half siblings, so it's not the end of the world. They're going to be okay. They'll actually be very attractive babies probably if they are Pony and Blue. I was just trying to avoid it because they have the same dad. That's the weather. Marvin. She's definitely in heat. Yeah. That one. Thank you. Woo! My fence! Marvin! Quit it! Yeah, there we go. I believe there's also a chance that I might have babies from both bucks. Don't quote me on that though, but I believe you can have one kid from one and one from another in the same kidding. So hopefully Pony was not successful and Rebel will be. I just pulled her away from Marvin because Marvin is bashing my fence. So that was very successful. Obviously, the accurate due date will be based on today, not the other day I have marked. So Rue here last night had the interest of Pony. She's all crusty on the tail end. But when I tried to have her and Pony together, I tried to hold her still for him. She was having none of that. She was bucking, and she was willing to hurt me to get away from him. So I don't know about her right now for her heat. It could be either way. She could be in heat now, or she just might not be. I'm not sure what's up with the muck butt on the tail. So my initial guess with Rue was that she was in heat the day before I put the bucks in with the does. So more than likely I still have a week and a half before she goes into heat again, but her dirty back end is throwing me, so I might be wrong on that, and she might be coming into heat now. And the question of, can Pony reach the big girls? Yes, he can. He did not need my help. So he just bred Rue. Come on, Rue. Good girl, Rue. He just peed on my leg. Bucks are gross. Rue, are you just loving having two boys fight over you? Pony, focus. Not sure what that pose means. He just had a successful mating with her. I didn't get it on film because I kind of pulled her, let her walk with me so she straightened out. I'm not sure what she was doing arching her back, if that was a inviting thing or if she was trying to block him. But he did have a successful breeding with her. This is the second time today I've seen it. So I think all of my 6 mature does are bred. At this point, I'm just waiting and watching to see in the next 3 weeks if anyone else goes back into heat so that I can mark accurate due dates. But as far as I can tell, they are all bred. So now my next step will be to weigh the 3 younger does and hope that they're ready to breed sometime early November is the hope. We'll see how quickly they grow. They were all needing to gain 10 or 15 pounds, so they weren't quite there last time I checked. Yeah. I think with having the 2 young bucks here, I think all the girls are preferring Rubble since he's slightly older. But I think, as far as I can tell, I was successful in breeding the goats I wanted to the partner I picked. But there always could have been some accidental through the fence breeding. But from what I saw, we're in good shape, so come 5 months from now, we should have babies from 6 does. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. We'll see you next time on Bernedoodle's Barnyard. Have a great day and stay safe.